Siddhartha, who later became known as the Buddha or the Enlightened One, was a prince who forsook the comforts of a palace to seek enlightenment. He realized the essential unreality of the world and experienced the bliss of Nirvana. After his enlightenment, he spent the remainder of his life teaching others. Some of the fundamentals of the teachings of Buddha are the Noble Eightfold Path, right understanding, right thought, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. Buddha was born in 563 BC close to the Indian border. He was brought up in a palace with all the comforts and luxuries possible. On one day, Siddhartha resolved to sit under a Bodhi tree until he attained enlightenment. For several days, he sat in meditation seeking Nirvana. Siddhartha was successful and entered into the blissful consciousness of Nirvana for several days. Siddhartha the Buddha means Enlightened One, made the decision to spend the remainder of his life teaching others how to escape the inherent suffering of life. For many years, Buddha traveled around India, teaching his philosophy of liberation. His teachings were transmitted orally and not written down until many years after his death. His essential teachings were of love, compassion, and tolerance. The Buddha taught that a seeker must have compassion for all living beings, and this was the most important teaching. The Buddha sought to avoid deep philosophy. Like many spiritual teachers, he often taught in parables to keep his teachings simple and practical. The Buddha passed away after many years of teaching and traveling throughout India in 483 BC.